Dr. Jacky of Married to Medicine felt the need to come up on Al Gore's internet to tell Black women that when we are pregnant, we cry wolf. We complain about pain too much. We are too dramatic when we're pregnant. And y'all, I was going to get up out of my bed last night and come on down here with no bra on, pajamas on. And I was like, no, Janice, you need to calm down. I needed to calm down because I just could not believe that a Black woman doctor would say those things about Black women, knowing that there are so many Black women that go to have a baby and don't come back. They don't believe us that we're hurting, right? Like she said, I'm gonna play the video for y'all. It's impossible for you to be in so much pain. Serena Williams, a multi-millionaire, she is the world tennis star. Ain't nobody in this world don't know who Serena Williams is, and she went to have a baby, and they didn't believe her. You would think Serena Williams would be treated a little bit different, but no. At the end of the day, those who don't believe Black women, when we are in pain, it don't matter how much money you have. You just another Black woman who is dramatic, as Dr. Jacky said. I can't believe she said that. You know, and I love Dr. Jacky. I used to watch when I could, but after what she did to Buffy, after she told the whole world about Buffy fertility issues, I said, no, I can't watch this show no more. Because as a Black woman OBGYN, you should understand. You should never tell another woman's something as sensitive as that, y'all. I have two babies, two beautiful babies the Lord blessed me with. Lexi, I had when I was 16. Michael, I just heard him saying to his father, turn off the light. You know, he's home from school. Little Michael, I have two beautiful babies, and I wanted to have another one. And for some reason, God didn't see it fit to bless us with another baby. And my husband and I, we started going through the procedures to do IVF, and then stuff started happening. COVID happened. Then the doctor moved. Then it was just block after block after block after block after block after block after block. And finally, we had to find another doctor, and the doctor did a mock in what is it? A mock insertion. That's not the word, but it's a mock thing, and she didn't numb me, and I was traumatized. And I came home, I told Mike, and he said, that's it, no more. We're done. We're not. That's it. And when I go, and this was a White woman, and I went and told my doctor, my primary care, who was a Black woman, she said, she did what? She tried to do a mock thing on you and she didn't numb you? My doctor reported her. It's an, you know, like you're putting the sperm, something, I forgot what it's called. And she didn't numb me. And I was traumatized for a whole month, y'all. For a whole month, I wasn't able to minister to my husband. You know what I mean? Because I was so traumatized. But Dr. Jacky, a Black woman, is saying Black pregnant women, Black pregnant mothers are crying wolf about our pain. It's Friday, y'all. Thank you for your love and support. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Let me play this video for you. I'm gonna play this video for you. I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna play it for you. the number of Black women dying. That judge, popular Black woman judge that we know, I forgot her name. Was it Toiler? Her daughter-in-law went to have a baby. They did C-section. And she kept complaining about pain, pain, pain. That woman laid on that bed and bled out and died. Now, the husband, there is no way I'm going to be sitting down for hours waiting for a doctor to come see my wife that's complaining about pain and bleeding out. That woman died on her bed waiting for a doctor to come see her. But you, as a Black woman, is saying we, as mothers, are crying wolf. We too dramatic.
Who touched the elf now?
Oh Lord. What happened, Michael?
Who touched the elf now?
What happened to the elf?
He's still dead.
Oh no, the elf didn't move. You sure you didn't touch the elf yesterday? I don't know. Go ask Daddy. Wait a minute.
I need y'all to check this video out and y'all let me know what y'all think.
Sometimes, wait, let me go back. I want you to hear what this young woman is saying. My baby was talking, so let me let y'all hear what she was saying. I want to give her credit because this is her video. Hold on, y'all. This thing's freezing up. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Let's press play.
Across this clip of Dr. Jacky that really, really concerned me. She was speaking about Black women and how Black women tend to cry wolf in regards to their pain during pregnancy. And considering the Black maternity mortality rate, it really raised hella red flags for me. I need y'all to check this video out and y'all let me know what y'all think.
Sometimes as African American women, we're a bit more dramatic in that you go to the doctor and you complain and you complain and you complain and you're not taken serious because you cried wolf the entire pregnancy.
That ain't me, boo. I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
I didn't say you. I just said as African American women, we want to also make sure you're being serious with your doctor and not playing the game so I can take you off work. Because then we see you 25 times in pregnancy. It's hard to believe that there's a true problem when there's a true problem.
So I'm disappointed in this response from Jacky. I'm very disappointed, and I'm looking at her totally different now. I don't know, y'all. Am I overreacting? I don't have any children yet, but to know that an OBGYN who's been in the game this long, this is how she really feels about her own people. It's making my stomach hurt. I'm sorry.
And this is why I tell women, and I go so hard and yell and scream, don't get pregnant for these men. They haven't married you. The closest a woman comes to death is having a baby. So when I say don't get pregnant for these men who didn't marry you, ain't providing for you, because you could literally die having a baby. But for Dr. Jacky, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to read the article and then I'm going to read some of the comments because her patients are speaking out. Her patients are speaking out. And ladies, if you're listening and you've had fertility issues, you've been told you had cysts or whatever, you can't have a baby, or you've been trying to have a baby and you haven't been able, please log off so you don't hear what I'm about to say. I want you to log off. Go to another video. Watch something else. I don't want you to hear what I'm about to say. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please log off if you've had fertility issues, trying to have a baby, haven't had a baby, can't have a baby, told you can't have a baby. Uh, you know, some women go to the doctor and they're diagnosed with cancer, and they have to rush them to emergency surgery to take some eggs out that same day if they want to have children. And maybe Dr. Jacky can say that about Black women because you was blessed to be able to have a baby. You never carried a baby. You never carried a human inside of you. Huh? You've never experienced morning sickness. Thank God I was blessed with both of my babies. With little Michael, I had about a week of morning sickness, and I prayed. I was like, God, I prayed. I was so sick. Girls at the job throwing up, walking around with a spit cup. Because they're carrying a human inside of them. Dr. Jacky, maybe you're saying that because you've never carried a baby inside of you who is laying on your sciatic nerve. Forget about pain. It burns. It burns. When little Michael was laying on my nerve, that thing, not only did it hurt, and it burns, and then you can't take nothing. When you're pregnant, you can't take nothing. I couldn't take an allergy pill. I was sneezing. I'm allergic. I have allergies to animals, to dust, and couldn't take an allergy pill. I just had to sneeze. My throat was itching. The only thing I did was now, well, I got pregnant end of spring, so morning sickness, can't take nothing. Went back to my doctor. She said, Jan, it's risky to take morning sickness medicine. But she did try, and she got me some natural medicine. But she said, if you can avoid taking these pills, please avoid them, because they don't want you. You can't even take. They don't want you to take Tylenol. You can't take nothing when you're pregnant, Dr. Jacky. So maybe because you was never blessed to carry a baby inside of you. Maybe that's why you can say that. You never had to walk around, sleep with a whole human being inside of you. Your cervix never had to stretch to have a 5-pound baby. I heard somebody had a 12-pound baby and she pushed it out. Maybe because you was never blessed, Dr. Jacky, to carry around the average baby weight, I think, is 6 or 7 pounds. A 7-pound baby. And push that baby out. Where your cervix is expanding for your baby to come out. And you're in pain because your body is being stretched and making room for that baby to come out. Maybe because you was never blessed to be pregnant, Dr. Jacky. Where you are in labor for 24 hours. Those 2 girls at the job. We were in the same unit, as a matter of fact. 2 girls in my unit their cervix would not open up. And the babies couldn't come out. So they had to rush them into emergency surgery to save the baby's life and to save the mother's life. Maybe because you was never pregnant to rip when you're pushing the baby out. My doctor said, if you listen to me, you will not tear. Push when I say push. Don't. If I don't say push, don't push. You might feel like pushing, but if I don't tell you to push, don't push. Thank God for my doctor. Thank God for my Black woman doctor, who, it was her 25th wedding anniversary. She went away. She's told little Michael, she said, little Michael, your due date is on the 7th. I'm coming back. His due date was on a Thursday. She was coming back from her anniversary on the Wednesday. She said, please wait for me. She said, but if I don't come back, here is the doctor you call. We have an all-woman maternity doctor ward team that we work with. And the whole pregnancy, I would say, oh, I'm gonna believe God. God has delivered me from the curse of baby pains, and oh, I'm not gonna have any pains. And she said, yes, the Lord did deliver you. It's called an epidural. Take the epidural. And I said, no, I'm not taking it. Got to the hospital. I was 4 centimeters because my water broke 11:30 at night. Called the doctor. The doctor say, okay, how far time your contractions and when they're between. And she called back. She said, how's the contractions? She said, okay, 8 o'clock in the morning, come on to the hospital. Got to the hospital. I was 4 centimeters. And they said, Miss Thompson, you taking the epidural? And I said, no. And by the time I'm in the room, I look across. Lexi looked like she's going to cry because the pain of my body expanding to bring a human in this world was so much that my baby was going to start crying. And I said to the, okay, I'll take the epidural. And at 7 centimeters, I was 7 centimeters. And the doctor had to hold me down because she said, you can't move. Because if you move and the needle go in the wrong place. So Dr. Jacky, maybe because you never had a baby, you don't understand the pain, the discomfort we go through. You was never blessed to have a baby, so your breast has never been engorged with milk that you want to cut them off and throw them away because they hurt so much. And I always wondered, my doctor said, my primary care, she says she's a Black woman. She's been my doctor since I was 16. She said, Jan, she calls me Jan. Dr. M is for the baby. Careful. She said, if anything else is going on with you, you come see me. Do you understand? Anything else, you come see me. So Dr. Jacky, maybe because you never had a child, you were never blessed. Maybe you're angry and you're resentful that God never smiled upon you to put a baby inside of you for you to carry to 10 months is why you feel Black women are too dramatic. I had 2 babies and wanted to have another one. Y'all, I have saved every piece of little Michael. Little Michael's going to be 9 years old in 2 weeks. I have never given away, not even an undershirt. Little Michael was 7 years old before I started giving away his toys. My husband kept saying, baby's time. We're not having another baby. Let's start giving. And I had to tell my husband, leave me alone. Let me have my process. Let me grieve the grief of not being able to have another baby. And I already had two. I already had two babies, y'all. But the psychological trauma that, for whatever reason, God did not give me another baby. It took me 7 years to put some toys on the lawn for people to take him. And one day I packed most of his toys in my truck. Y'all know I have a big truck. Drove it down to the job, and the girls took the toys for their children. Maybe because you never had a baby, you feel like we're too dramatic as Black women. We're in too much pain. We're crying wolf because you don't know what it's like to walk around with 7-pound baby inside of you, kicking you, you throwing up, vomiting, can't sleep, twisting and turning, always want to pee, baby on your nerve, sciatic nerve. And I pray to God that all these Black women see this video and stop coming to you. Now, I ain't gonna say you should lose your license because, it's a recession. Don't nobody have no time to be losing no job these days. We gotta hold on to the job. But maybe if Black women stop coming to you, you won't be able to say Black women cry wolf. Because the number of Black women who die giving birth or have horrific experiences because our doctors did not believe us that we are in pain, and you, a Black woman doctor, has a platform to speak up for Black women, and this is what you say: we're crying wolf, and we're it's impossible for us to be in so much pain. How you know? You ain't never had a baby. So how do you know it's impossible for us to be in so much pain when you've never been pregnant? You've never carried a baby. A baby's never kicked you in your womb. You've never was blessed to have a baby to suck from your nipples. How you know? How you know how much pain we're in when you've never carried a baby? I hope all the Black women that's seeing her stop going to her. She don't care about you. Oh, I thank God for my doctor. I remember I was 25. I thought I was going to be married. And I kept going to see my doctor. I kept having pains. I was like, I'm hurting. Something is wrong. She did every test possibly. She even put the camera up there to see if there's anything up there. And I thank God she believed me. She believed me. But you, a Black woman doctor, have the nerve to get up on Al Gore's internet talking about Black women cry wolf. No wonder God didn't give you no babies. Because he knew you was going to say something crazy like this. The number of Black women in this country who is not getting proper care. That poor woman. 33. She said, I didn't go to the doctor because I was scared they didn't believe my pain. And the woman has stage 4 cervix cancer. And she said, I didn't go to the doctor because there was a belief in my pain. But let me tell y'all women something. Ask my husband. I'm not going to stop until I get an answer. Little Michael, my husband was away. Little Michael was about 9 months. He had these little bumps come up on him. I went to 2 urgent care. I went to the pediatric urgent care. I went to the regular urgent care. I went to the children's hospital. And then I went back up to the white people hospital up there in the mountains where he was born. And up there, God bless that little Jewish man. He said, this is what's wrong. He looked it up on the internet. He showed, he said, this was a Saturday. He said, Monday, take the baby to your primary care and have the primary care write a referral. At that time, the insurance, you have to have a referral. We got out of that now. You could just go. And the baby's doctor, who was my husband's frat brother, he said, dermatologist? I said, yeah, Lexi's been going to the same dermatologist. I call Dr. So-and-so. He's been Lexi dermatologist for years. And he said, bring the baby in. And treated the baby. Woman, y'all cannot stop until you get an answer. You can't. I don't care how many emergency room, how many doctors you have to see. You do not stop until you get a message, what you need to hear. And if you're in a hospital or anywhere and they are ignoring your pain, you need to get up and leave. Go to another hospital. Call the ambulance. Because that poor woman, Judge whatever, daughter-in-law, lay on that bed and bled out. Those two little boys don't have no mamas because they didn't believe her. Serena Williams, a multi-millionaire, #1 tennis player in the world, they didn't believe her. So, little poor Black woman on Medicaid, if they're not going to believe the multi-millionaire Serena Williams, they going to believe 16-year-old Janice, who's pregnant. Y'all don't stop until you get the help. You can't stay there and die. You can't stay there and you're in pain and they're not helping you or they don't believe you. Call the ambulance and goes to another hospital. My husband had surgery early this year. His nurse, a little white girl. He came, Mr. Thompson, how's your pain? Do you need anything for the pain? He said, oh, it's a 3. No, I don't need anything. She walked out. I said, don't you tell them that. Call her back. I said, nurse, he needs something for the pain. Give him something for the pain. Because every Black person that says, oh, I'm not in pain, is just another proof that, oh, we don't feel pain the way other people do. Nope. I told my husband, I said, don't you say that. You want something for the pain. You tell him, yeah, I want something for the pain. It's a 10. I am so disgusted with Dr. Jacky. You know what I mean? It's the difference. Me and you, we sit around, we ha kiki kaka kiki girl. Did you see? But when you hear a certified doctor, who have to swear to give you care, said Black women cry wolf. It's sickening and disgusting. And I hope all her Black patients stop going to see her, because I'm gonna come back and read some of the comments and say how she's nasty, she's mean, she didn't believe them, she say mean things to them. My Black woman doctor moved away, and I found me a little Asian, because it's a Black, not an Asian now. First, for me, it's a Black woman doctor, and right, if I can't find a woman doctor, give me a Hispanic. I have a little Hispanic. She's this tall. And she says, Mr. Thompson, you need to lose 10 pounds. I'm come back and see me in 6 months. And she'll write out, do this, do that, eat this, eat that, and come back and see me in 6 months. But Dr. Jacky, the girls are saying how she fat shamed them. This is a doctor now. Okay, there's a difference between me and you sitting and talk, but this is a certified doctor who's supposed to save your life and do what she needs to do to save your life. Calling them girls fat and Black people, Black women. I can't. I have to go. I have to go. Let me know what y'all think about this foolishness, child. I can't. I'm disgusted. I just can't. I can't.